So, I was just thinking about when will the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight actually finally go down, if it will ever go down. And I'm pretty sure this is probably how it's going to go down. Right now, Pacquiao and Mayweather are both only showing very minor signs of decline up to this point. You know, nothing, both of them have still looked relatively, you know, themselves as we know them in their previous fights. And so they're, right now, their record still means a lot in terms of their earning income, their earning ability. But when, I believe what will happen is if Pacquiao stands fast and will not take the Olympic-style blood test that Ortiz has now agreed to, Mosley agreed to with Mayweather, Amir Khan apparently has already verbally said he will agree to the blood test if he can get a fight with Mayweather. Then you know, and Mayweather's making it very clear right now that he wants to fight Pacquiao, but that he has to take the blood test, Olympic-style blood test. You know, then if it never happens, then people will always say that's the way Pacquiao will be remembered, that he refused to take the blood test. And whenever they do documentaries in the future about it, you know, that's what they're going to say. That's the reason why they never fought. But what I think is going to happen is once both fighters start to show signs of physical decline, if they don't outright retire, which I think is going to happen, because fighters always stay in the game a little bit longer than they should. And particularly with Mayweather, I have a feeling he's either going to need money or that he's just going to want the money for something he wants to do. So what will happen is once he's in a fight where maybe he barely scrapes by or just gets by the skin of his teeth, and it's pretty obvious that, you know, his age is starting to show, he then doesn't have anything to lose other than the biggest payday of his life. And he will probably, I think, agree to fight Pacquiao without requiring him to take the blood test. Now, if he does that and actually wins, that will absolutely solidify him as one of the all-time greats. Rocky Marciano, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard. And if he loses, history will always say, well, Pacquiao didn't agree to take the test, so there's a very good chance he was on steroids, and we all know Mayweather isn't, because Mayweather always takes the Olympic-style drug tests. Well, at least to the extent that those tests can detect the, you know, the whatever's in the body. And as we stand right now, those are the most thorough tests, I guess, that exist for detecting performance-enhancing drugs, illegal performance-enhancing drugs. So, so that, you know, that's what's going to go down, and I'm sure Pacquiao will jump at the chance to fight him, because it'll probably be his best payday as well, of all time. And what better than to make your best payday on your way out, you know? And if they fight once, there's almost a guarantee for a rematch. And if they each win one, then there's almost a guarantee for a third. I mean, it just, the money-making potential is incredible. So, that's what I think is going to happen. I'm pretty sure they are going to fight. But in the meantime, they'll continue to take fights where they can make money and keep their record. Keep you know, doing things the way they want to do it. Pacquiao doesn't want to take the test. Mayweather wants his fighters to take the test. And I just want to point out that if there's still any discrepancy as to whether or not the reason the fight won't go down is not because of the blood test and that Pacquiao has somehow agreed to it, is all bullshit, because they've got Roach on video and whether it was preparing for Mosley or I think it's either preparing for this upcoming fight of Marquez or in preparation for Mosley, an interviewer asked them, hey, are you guys going to make the opponent take Olympic-style drug testing? And I'm sure that was a set-up question, of course, but Roach openly says, no, that would make us hypocritical because we're unwilling to take the test, so how could we possibly demand that the opponent takes the test? He's saying it right there, point blank. They are not willing to take the Olympic-style drug testing. And obviously, if Khan is, it's got nothing to do with Roach and his camp and Ariza. It has to do specifically with Pacquiao. Maybe Ariza is feeding him, but that's, nobody knows that, and that's, who knows. But, I mean, that is his strength and conditioning coach. But that's it.